Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Luna and I make Animal Crossing videos every single week. So if you're into that, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. So today I'm going to be working on Tia's yard. I haven't decorated a villager yard in a while now. I think it's been a month since I did Bunny's yard. So I wanted to work on Tia's house today because she deserves it. So here is Tia's house. I'm debating on changing her exterior, but I really love the blue on blue. I kind of want to change her roof and the outside style of her house, but for now I'm going to keep it like this, which is her original house. We're going to start the build. Originally, I wanted to add the tea party area in front of her house because, you know, she's a teapot, so I thought it fit perfectly, but I ended up changing my mind. I did do a tea party area on this island, so if you're interested on how I did it, I have two videos on my channel. One is on my island and the other one is in my house. I will leave a link to both videos in the description below if you are interested. I wanted to use these castle walls to kind of divide the space between Tia and the other space behind the castle walls. Behind these walls, I am planning to create a pathway that will lead you to Bob's house, which on my island will be the Cheshire house. Can you believe that I still haven't found Bob yet? I ordered his amiibo along with other villagers because I can't deal with villager hunting right now. I need a break. I almost spent a week trying to find Bunny the last time, and I don't want to do the same with Bob. I used to love villager hunting because I got to meet other villagers and see them in person rather than a picture online. But when the hunting starts getting serious and I start getting duplicate villagers, I'm so over it. So yes, I cheated and got some amiibos. So hopefully my amiibos can come in on time and I can create Bob's house in the next video. But for Tia's yard, I'm going to use different paths. So the first one I'm going to be using is the mushroom dirt path, which I've been using all over my island. It's probably one of my favorite dirt paths so far. The second path is this green mushroom path, which is super beautiful. I love the red and pink flowers and mushrooms on it, and I feel like this one complements the other dirt path that I have perfectly. Since this space is pretty large, I decided to create a smaller version of the tea party. I added this birthday table and customized it in blue to match her house. I'm going to add another table on the other side to balance them out, but I decided for one side I'm going to do blue and purple color scheme, and the other side I'm going to do red and pink. I just realized that I could have saved this for when I had Chrissy and Francine because of the blue and the pink, but it's okay. I have a whole other plan for them, which I also got their amiibos, so I don't have to go hunting for both of them. If you ended up hunting for both of them, I have to give you a hug because I know that must have been painful to go through. So come, let me give you a hug. But pretty much for Tia's yard, I wanted to create my own little version of the tea party, and then I wanted to add a bunch of other colorful items just to add to the theme of like that wacky, colorful Alice in Wonderland that we're used to seeing. For large spaces like this, I sometimes struggle with filling in the space. So when that happens, I like to use different paths because the space is pretty wide, and when I have wide spaces, it's hard for me to come up with things to fill in. So my default is to add the two paths to fill up the space. So that's my little tip if you are struggling with trying to fill up a large area. But here I'm mostly taking inspiration from the scene where Alice meets the flowers. That scene really inspired me to use a lot of the items, especially the flower items that I've never used before. For example, the rose bed. I barely used this item before and now it's in all of my builds. I love that I get to experiment with a lot of different items and get away from the fairy core theme, which to be honest has been very hard to do. Speaking of fairy core themes, which not really fairy core but really fairy tale, but I am starting a new series on my channel where I recreate my house into a Disney themed movie that you guys pick and I give you a little tour. So if you're interested in that, make sure to head over to my community tab and vote on which theme you would like to see next. But we are almost done with this build. I am just adding a few items and fixing up the custom designs that I just left unfinished. I do that a lot when I'm building, and I only realize that when I'm looking back at my recordings and I'm just like, why did I move from one side to the other? I'm just finishing the last piece here because I realized that I didn't finish it, and we are done with the build. Here is how the build ended up looking. I really love how it came out. I think it really represents both Tia and Alice in Wonderland. Plus, I really love the little birthday table. The blue in this game is so beautiful, and the castle towers and the gate in the back really make this area look super fancy. But let me know if you think I should change Tia's house exterior or if I should just leave it the way that it is. I do really love the blue, so I want to keep the blue, but I'm not sure if I should change the style of the house. So let me know in the comments what you think. Here is a view of the other side of the build. I love this side because as you're walking over the bridge, which is where my museum is, you enter into this cute little area and you can decide if you want to go through the castle gates or head over to the beach. There's nothing on my beach yet except for hundreds and hundreds of flowers, but I will create something for her so that she can relax on the beach. But how cute is this plaza bench? I just realized that it has two little birds on it, just like the one on the bulletin board at the resident services. I remember trying to catch it with a net, but every time it flew away, and then I realized that you can't actually capture those birds. I was trying to capture them and display them in my house. But yeah, thank you all so much for watching. If you enjoyed the video or found it helpful, let me know by hitting the like button. And if you want to see more videos like this, consider subscribing to join our little AC family. I mentioned that I will be doing a series on my channel where I create Disney themed houses. Last week I started that and I asked you guys which Disney house you would like to see in an upcoming video, and the majority picked The Little Mermaid. I don't blame you. I am actually really excited to recreate The Little Mermaid in my house. So I'm currently working on the house and I will be uploading that video sometime next week. I'm going to be doing these polls weekly so that you guys can vote on which Disney house you want to see. I'm trying to do all of the Disney movies, so don't worry if the one that you really want didn't get picked yet. I promise that I will eventually do it. My current uploading schedule is a new build every Friday, and during the week I will upload another video. I haven't decided which day yet, but it will be a fun little surprise every week. So make sure you are subscribed and you have your post notifications on so you don't miss out on that video. The balloon really said it's my time to shine. Oh, and before I go, if there is a build that you want me to do, let me know in the comments and I will write it down and work on it for a future video. There are so many builds that I want to do, but I'm such a slow builder. I'm so sorry. I love taking my time and making sure each detail goes with each other. But yeah, I love you all always. Take care and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!